Alright, good afternoon everybody. It's your boy Akeem. Welcome to today's final blog. Here to give you my last scout report on running back Melvin Gordon out of Wisconsin. Coming off of a Heisman Trophy candidacy this year, and he had a spectacular year, almost breaking a couple of records in college football. And in fact, he actually did, but then the following week, he did lose that record. And that record was the most rushing yards in a single game. And the next game, for Oklahoma running back Shamash Perine broke his record, and then the following week for most yards in the game, well over 400 yards. Now, throughout his career, he had over 4,800 yards rushing, and over the course of the last 3 seasons. In 2013, he had 1,609 yards, 7.8 yards per carry, 7.9 yards per carry throughout his career. And in this past season, 2,500 yards and 2,587 yards rushing with 32 total touchdowns. He is spectacular and a big time threat at the next level. He reminds me a lot of Jamal Charles because of his size, his look, and his speed. And let's talk about his strengths and weaknesses. I mentioned his speed. He runs a 4.4 40. He has great patience in running the football, excellent vision, great cutback ability, and that's what a lot of teams want in a running back, a player who can do great cutbacks. And he also does a good job shaking and baking, breaking some tackles, and even shaking a little bit elusiveness. Not the big time elusiveness like you see in Barry Sanders, but just enough to edge out defenses and using his speed to get to the outside and cutting over the corners. This is a great running back. Now, the only concern that I have for him is around the passing game. Now, he's not the elite running back that you want like Todd Gurley out of Georgia, but the reason why I still have Gurley as my number 2 running back is because of Gurley's knee injury, and I had to bump Melvin Gordon at number 1. But Gurley does deserve a lot of credit. But for Melvin Gordon, as far as the passing game, we haven't really seen him too much as a receiving running back. Only 22 receptions throughout his career, but he did have 19 receptions this past season, with over 200 yards receiving this year and 3 scores. Now, he's not too much. We haven't seen too much as a pass catcher, nor as a pass blocker. Wisconsin has not known for throwing the football. They're actually a ground attack team, 320 yards per game running the football, which was 4th in the nation this past season. But only 149 yards a game passing the football. That is terrible. They sucked in throwing the football. So we really didn't see too much of him as a pass blocker. That is a concern. But because of his ground attack and his running ability, I had to put him as a first-round draft pick. He reminds me a lot of Jamal Charles, and I think he does have a capability of catching the football outside of the backfield. And I think he's a good first-round draft pick, and I think that the Colts at pick number 29 have their eyes on him, and not a wide receiver at number 29 for the Indianapolis Colts. But Melvin Gordon is now my number 1 guy at running back because of Todd Gurley's recovery from his torn ligament in his knee. He needs to recover from that, and because of that, I had to bump him back at number 2. Had Gurley been fully recovered and fully fine, he would have been my number 1 running back, but I had to bump Melvin Gordon ahead of him, and both of these 2 players are still first-round draft picks, but I have to put Gordon just ahead because of the knee injury for Gurley. Now, I have to thank everybody for watching all my blogs today. The next time I'm going to catch you guys will be on Thursday, where I will continue with more scouting reports. Thank you for watching today's blogs. I'm your man, Akeem McCall. Be easy.